Hey everybody, I'm going to be talking about Avengers Endgame today. I'm going to do a spoiler review, so those of you who haven't seen it, which I'm doubtful if you're watching this video that you haven't, considering it's been out for 2 weeks and it's made over $2 billion. So let's hope you did. But it was directed by Anthony and Joe Russo. This is their 4th movie they've done in the MCU, and it's probably their best, I would say, at least. So the movie picks up right after Infinity War. Half the universe has been killed by Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet. It starts off showing the Avengers mourning the people who died and just having a really hard time trying to move on. And since the Avengers are angry and they're mourning and they can't get over this event, they go back to kill Thanos, which they actually do in the first 20 minutes. It's very shocking, to say the least. And right after that, it skips about 5 years, and in all the marketing that they had shown for the movie, they'd only shown really the stuff from the first 30 minutes or so and a couple seconds from the end of the movie. I'm going to go over my negatives for the movie first, what I thought about it. The two main negatives I have are that the pacing can be a little off in that first act. It's purposefully slow, but it's a slow burn, which I did enjoy for the most part, but it could have been tweaked just a little bit to speed up the process a tiny bit. And the other thing is that I don't think Thanos was as compelling of a villain as he was in Infinity War. They added a lot of depth and character to him, and considering they kill that Thanos off in the first 20 minutes and then they skip back to the 2014 Thanos and he's the main villain, it kind of loses its luster a little bit, even though they do a good job of making him very physically intimidating in the last battle. And let's talk about the positives. The positives of the movie are the directing, the writing, the acting, and pretty much everything else in it. It's highly enjoyable. I'd say the 3 best performances that come out of it was Robert Downey Jr., of course, Karen Gillan as Nebula, and Jeremy Renner. Renner especially shows a lot of emotion in the movie, and I think it's something that he hasn't really been able to show before with Hawkeye. And I'm glad that they finally were able to give him the spotlight for a little bit of the movie. But the main thing it goes back to is that a lot of it focuses on Tony, because as some of you know, he does end up sacrificing himself at the end, and I thought that was perfect the way they did that. Calling back and bringing it full circle by using the "I am Iron Man" quote right before he snaps his fingers because he gets the Infinity Stones from Thanos and everything. Another aspect of the movie that I want to go over real quick is that they made Thor fat, which I thought was kind of surprising. It was played for gags and everything, but they did a good job with it. It could have gone wrong with that type of comedy, but they were able to balance it well. And they kept him fat throughout the entire movie. They didn't make him turn into the traditional Thor that we always see, which I appreciated. He was able to fight while he was still fat and everything, and still kicked a lot of ass. And there was just some awesome moments throughout the movie, especially the third act has these amazing sequences, and it's a lot of fan service, and the movie is basically almost all fan service, but I think it's earned because of a movie that's become the culmination of 22 movies over 11 years. It is definitely earned to give quite a bit of fan service, and that was an amazing part of the movie. But overall, on a scale from 1 to 10, I would rate it a 9.5 out of 10 for now. I think it's a really good movie. I recommend everybody sees it, which you probably have by now, to be honest. I mean, come on. But tell me what you thought about the movie. Like and subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you with the next video.